There's a new emerging trend which everybody is talking about nowadays in medicine. It's called as positive health psychology. It's actually talking to people and helping them to become optimistic, helping them to become positive, to look at their life and find some positive solutions for whatever challenges they have. Accepting complete responsibility for your life means that you refuse to make any excuses or to blame anyone else for anything that your life might have that you're not happy about. And that's a very interesting concept, because we always try to find something in which what is wrong in our life which is done by others. You refuse from this moment forward to criticize others for any other reason, because you have to accept the complete responsibility for how you're going to lead your life. You have to stop whining and complaining about a given situation, about something which has happened in the past. From an Ayurvedic point of view, we call this as a sattva-vajay chikitsa, enhancing your sattva, enhancing your mental patience and resilience and moral strength. You eliminate all your if-onlys and what-ifs and focus instead what you really want and where you're going. It is all about cultivating a state of everlasting happiness that requires that we enjoy the journey of our way toward the destination and whatever we think is valuable in our life. Happiness is not about making it to the peak, but enjoying the journey. We used to say that earlier, that healthy people are happy or happy people are healthy, but we have learned it painfully enough that not only healthy people are happy, but those people who are happy are more likely to be healthy. And I think finding that piece of happiness, trying to live your life in the moment, in the present, is also very, very important. There's a wonderful quote by Raman Maharshi which I like a lot, which simply states that wanting to reform the world without discovering one's true self is like trying to cover the world with leather to avoid the pain of walking on thorns and stones. It is much simpler to wear leather shoes yourself. And when you cultivate this positive, flexible attitude and you're optimistic, then you don't perceive everything that is wrong in your life as your enemy, but you have a perfect buffer to diffuse that experience and protect yourself. And you calibrate your inner thermostat and your inner environment in spite of all the odds that lie outside. One of the important concepts that we always talk about is called as Achar Rasayana. Rasayana simply means rejuvenation. Rejuvenation with proper food, with the elements of nature, with some intelligent food, herbs, herbal food combinations, and they are nourishing to the body. They're good for blood, they're good for your skin, they're good for eyes. They're all called as rasayana or rejuvenative properties. But some of the most important or superior form of rasayana that Ayurveda talks about is called as Achar Rasayana or behavioral rasayana. What it simply means is that your optimal behavior, which is clean, healthy and natural, is actually one of the best rasayana for yourself. It's one of the most rejuvenative properties that it will have on your mind, body and spirit altogether. Nitya Rasayana, something which is called as Sadvrittam. Sad means good or positive. Vrittam means that you behave like this in a cyclical, regular manner. You adopt to some of these behavioral rasayanas that Ayurveda talks about. We talk about love, we talk about compassion, we talk about love and kindness, which is simple qualities and virtues of creating and cultivating a sense of patience and flexibility. Speech that uplifts people, talking about calmness, cleanliness, charity, contributing something to make difference in someone else's life, religious observances, whether it is fasting or creating an austerity type of measures, minimizing unwanted purchases, unwanted needs, reducing the clutter in your life, respect towards your teachers and elders, people who are wise, staying to be positive all the time, moderation, trying to follow your self-control and self-regulation, especially in regards to alcohol and unhealthy habits. Things like that. Moderation is always the key. So Achar Rasayana is a very important concept. Adopting to a positive behavioral routine is having a very positive impact on the way your physiological functioning is going to respond. On the flip side of some of these good behavior is certain behavioral things that you should avoid, certain attitudes that you should avoid. Excessive anger, irritability, possessiveness, deceit, duality, dual-mindedness, jealousy, irsha, man, krodh, egotism, having a lot of greed, all of those things, trying to create these negative emotions that you have to avoid. So you have to lighten the load of toxic, negative load of emotions, and you have to replenish that with some positive thinking and positive attitude. So Ayurveda has probably one of the most effective template of changing your mindset, of adopting to your spiritual routine, of finding your own comfort zone and trying to stay balanced in the middle of all the changing situations in life. Whether things are going your way or the things are not going your way, how can you maintain a state of equanimity and balance in spite of all odds? And that's the purpose and that's the message of Achar Rasayana or behavioral medicine.